Coming up on the Hot Coffee and Chingasos podcast, men versus women. Who programmed us like this? And why we, as men, are quick and simple. Coming up. All right. Welcome back to the Hot Coffee and Chingasos podcast. I'm your host with the most, D-Flow, and today's lovely topic, a timeless mystery, a scientific phenomenon that has baffled experts, couples, and group chats for centuries. The difference between men and women. Not better, not worse, just wildly confusing and aggressively different. Let's rev up this engine and begin with the very easy, the supposed to be quick, but it isn't. When we leave the house, because this alone proves we are not built the same. Just leaving the house, there are differences between men and women. And by the way, this is going to probably be one-sided because A, I'm a man, and B, this is going to be one-sided because I'm a man. Go men. Yes. Like I said earlier about leaving the house. Just the first one alone. Just leaving the house. Men are the winners. Easy winners. We're the best at it. Men leaving the house. What do we need? Keys, wallet, phone. Maybe the occasional bottle of water. And that's it. We're done. 5 seconds. That's all. No more. No less. We get our stuff. We get out. And quick. We're in the car, truck, whatever vehicle you drive. And we're gone. Now, for the women. I know. You guys are waiting for it. Leaving the house is a damn chore. It is so tedious. Not tedious, I guess. It just takes so much time and effort just to leave, to go to the store or to go pick up some food or something. I don't know. Or just to go out and shop, which that's another beast on its own. When women leave the house, here we go. They need keys, wallet, phones, a lip balm, another lip balm, the backup lip balm, sunglasses, backup sunglasses, a charger, an emergency charger, a snack, a backup snack, emotional readiness, weather analysis, outfit regrets, maybe the right shoes, and lastly, using the restroom before they leave. That is 100% guaranteed on that last one. Men are in the car while women are still at home questioning reality. I'm just telling you, they think of everything before they even leave. You're just going to the store to pick up a couple things. What do you need? Why are you trying to put on makeup that takes 45 minutes? It takes you longer to do all that than to go and come back. I can tell you from experience, I've fallen asleep many times waiting for my wife to get ready so we can get out the door. And it's something really quick. This is good. I guess, you know what? I guess her doing her makeup or whatnot before we leave, it's actually kind of a good thing because I do like to take my good little cat naps before we leave. That's how long it takes sometimes. 20 minutes, 30 minutes before she gets ready, before we can leave. I take a good nap, and it's important because I have to be alert whenever I'm being spoken to later instead of being like, what? For something that just, whatever. But yes, men win this one. We are quick, efficient, and we get stuff out of the way, in and out, quick. Now this is fun. Let's continue. What's the next thing we should talk about? Okay. All right. Now this one's more geared for women, and they pride themselves on it. But the next item up for bid is called communication. Ready, set, go. When men communicate, when we say, what's wrong? You say, nothing. And we say, okay. Conversation's over. Case closed. Files are archived. Back to the sporting event we were watching. And we forget about it. We don't care. You know what? It's done. It's in the past. We don't need it anymore. So let's just on to the next thing, Oh man. When it's a woman, what's wrong? Nothing. Okay. That's where men are dumb. We are done. And we're dumb too, but we were done.
That's correct.
That is actually the wrong answer. When she says nothing, that nothing probably has footnotes, maybe a table of contents, PowerPoint presentation. It's complex and needs to be analyzed. We got to get forensics or whoever over here to analyze that, because we men, we just hear the words. Women hear tones, volume, facial expressions, historical context, and vibes. That's what draws them, and that's what irks them when we're done talking and they're not. And usually that nothing was something that has been brewing for like the last 2 months, and it's finally rearing its stupid, ugly head. Why didn't you say anything about my outfit? Why did it take you 10 minutes to respond to my text? And my favorite,
Ready.
Why don't you listen to me?
Fight.
I think that's what she was saying. I am not sure. I wasn't listening. Yeah, so us men, we just get to the point. We're simple creatures. We don't overthink anything. We get to the point. And if you're a Gen Xer like me, get to the point quick, because we're done with it. I don't need to hear no backstory, no, origin story, no stories. Just tell me what's wrong. What's wrong? I have a headache. Fine. Take some Tylenol. Bye. What happened and why are you complaining? So we can, I'm just saying that just let us know, tell us what happened. Why are you complaining? So we can squash it, live on, and get on with our lives, like I said. And, we ain't got time for this, man. There ain't no time, because you know what happens? You sit there in an argument for like maybe at least 30 minutes, and half of that, you're just staring at each other at the face, not saying a word, because you're trying to think and contemplate of the response or a response to whatever the response is while you're responding. I know, right? That is crazy. So just get to it, squash it, get over it. Just let it slide down your sleeve and off your hand. Coming up after our fake commercial break, men versus women, shopping styles. Hey, they don't want you to know about geodes. On the outside, a normal rock. On the inside, crystals? Ask yourself, what else is hiding something on the inside? Is it government? Birds? Your uncle? Coincidence? Probably, but still. Place a geode in your home and suddenly your vibes feel aligned. Your friends won't stop touching it. You start saying words like frequency. Geodes. Open one and see what they've been hiding.
Are you trying to keep up with the next big thing on social media? Introducing the Challenge, the world's first challenge about doing challenges. With the Challenge, you no longer need to decide which viral trend to join. We send you a daily prompt like balance a toaster on your head while reciting your credit score. Cry on camera, but make it aesthetic. Pretend you discovered a new fruit. You don't need skill. You don't need talent. You just need desperation and engagement. Sign up now and get a free ring light that only works when you're emotionally vulnerable. The Challenge. Stop scrolling. Start embarrassing yourself professionally.
All right, welcome back. Hopefully you all had a fun and exciting time listening to those fake commercials, geodes and challenges, etc. Excuse me, I had a little sniffle there. So, like I said before the break, we had shopping styles. Men shopping and women shopping. What's the difference? Well, it's easy. Men, when we shop, it's easy, simple, and we go for what we need. Example, I have a shopping list that I created for what I need. It has 5 items: bread, mayo, ham, cheese, and chips. Easy, right? The 5-item list. I'm in and out. It should take me 5 to 15 minutes, depending on the speed of the other shoppers. Have I mentioned that before? Probably have. I walk in, grab my stuff on the items, or on the list actually, I'm sorry. Leave, carry on with my life. I know there are some women that are about to nod their head with agreement. Yeah. Are we ready? Women shopping. List with 5 items only. That's all. They don't need anything else. That's it. Just a list of 5 items. They go into the store. When she leaves the store, she leaves with candles, throw pillows, a new outfit, seasonal decor, a plant named Steve, but will buy the man in her life an item just to lessen the blow from the shopping she did. She'll say, I got you this when I went in, but will negate to say, I also bought 40 other things, but I got you this, so don't get mad. So it's kind of to lessen the blow. Women come out with 40 things while men just do. Go in and out real quick. We shop like it's a mission, quick and efficient. Women,
That's correct.
they shop like it's an experience every single time. It's like, why do you go in? And then they wonder later why they're broke and they have no money. Oh man, why do I have no money? I got to go return stuff. Well, lady, honey, darling, whatever you want to call yourself. Why didn't you just go for the 5 items? You would have still had money. Or at least buy 10 of the items instead of the 40. You know? It probably would have come out a lot cheaper, and the man in your life really doesn't care that you bought him a shirt because just to lessen the blow. You know, he doesn't care. He's got what he needs. He doesn't need anything else, which is true. I don't need anything else. I have everything I want. If they buy me a shirt, great, fine, I'll wear it. But I'm not going to go looking for one. I forget sometimes. Oh, wait a minute. That's the next thing on our list is memory. Oh, man. Men. We have a bad memory sometimes. And some of y'all, all y'all men will agree. Whenever we got to remember details, you all remember that event that happened. Meaning we were there, we had fun. That's it. You know, we partied, we had fun, we socialized, we checked out the scene, or we watched a sporting event, which we probably will remember the winner. Or like that, if it's a boxing match, that one good right hand to the face. You know, broken jaw to the face. But we'll forget everything else because we don't really care about it. It's not important. When it's a woman, they'll remember what you wore. They judge what other people wear. Oh my goodness. Look at him. What is he wearing? So remember, women, they pay attention to the detail. They'll judge you for what you wore, what other people wore, and they will remember what some other girl wore, and will ask you, the man, if they saw the same person. Note to self, man, you say what person, and no, I did not see that, even though we know you did, because she was probably wearing a red dress, black heels, and we're not going to get into that, but still, you saw it, you're not going to say anything, you're just going to play dumb. That's what us men do, because we want to live. Okay, women. Some of y'all ladies, if you all listen to this podcast, are either shaking your head or laughing because it's true. Now y'all get, as far as memory wise for us men, I mean, we don't really compliment a lot sometimes. We just tell you once or twice and that's it. It's what you said, you know. You only told me I look pretty once instead of every 5 to 10 minutes that they were there. You know, once or twice is enough. You know, don't want to get it in your head, right? You know, I mean, geez, we're with you all the time. We're not going to get away from you, so you already know that it is. It's probably just an ego boost that you get every 5 to 10 minutes. Do you tell us that we're handsome and amazing? No, just in the beginning, whenever we come out fully dressed or wherever we're going. That's about it. But, you know, we don't remember stuff, but women will. They'll remember what they wore, what happened that day, the weather, the tone, the vibe, the emotional damage. This one gets ramped up all the time, especially after a night of drinks. The I'm not as pretty as the other person. The person didn't feel right. Or that's why you were staring at the other girl in the red dress, right? Why? Am I right or am I right? They're just so emotionally damaged. Like, I guess they need more ego boost. They'd be like, hey, baby, I love you. I just told you once. That pause, man. That pause had people were like, what? Because you got to remember, we men, we only remember highlights because we don't have the time nor storage space in our heads to remember every single detail that went on. Women, you all will remember receipts from 3 years ago. And you guys have others, I guess we'll just call them more receipts. You guys got more receipts in your head that's I don't even know. I can't even come up with a word right now because it's just you guys got so much in your heads. But I bet you it's exhausting being a woman. Especially if you have a husband or a boyfriend that doesn't really remember stuff half the time. So, what have we learned today, everyone, on the Hot Coffee and Chingazos podcast? Men and women are not opposites. No, they are not. We're just running different operating systems. Some have more than one. I'm telling you, women, they have more than one. We're still on the same planet. There's still the same goals. There's just different wiring, different apps, I guess, and different update schedules like a computer does. And honestly, that's what makes it funny. That's what makes it chaotic. And that's what keeps podcasts like this one alive. If you laugh during this podcast, you owe me a like, a follow, or a subscribe. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube and other places that podcasts are available. Just search Hot Coffee and Chingazos. And you can also email us at hotcoffeeandchingazos@gmail.com. All right, man. This dog and cat fight is over. We'll see you next time, all right? I'm out.